Hello, good morning, and welcome to another episode of WhiteDetails. Alright, okay, hello, welcome back to the channel. Isn't that a lovely vehicle? It's probably my top favourite colour this year. I should by now know what the colour is called. I forgot, I will update you on that later. But it's an M3, it's an F30 series BMW M3, it's an individual model. It's here for 4 days, a minor paint correction with wheel coatings, Modesta paint coatings, full interior. You can see the interior is ivory, it's pure white. Which going forward will be good fun. Maintenance there is key as always. I've got to whip the wheels off, they still need to be cleansed inside out. Decontamination is complete, it's a very clean car. There was very little on the surface in the way of contamination with the clay bar, 0 tar deposits as well. 10,000 miles and the vehicle has just been delivered to me direct from Redline. So the owner of the car hasn't actually yet received the vehicle. It's a last minute slot in the direct booking. It's filling in a cancellation slot on M6. The reason the M6 cancelled was the car was riddled with electrical gremlins and the owner got fed up and decided to change the vehicle or sell the vehicle. So early next week the M3 owner will be picking up their car in its kind of best state condition from me direct as opposed to the dealership. But yeah, wheels off, blow it dry, tape vulnerable areas in the paintwork and then start paint inspection and polishing. Quarter to 2 then, about to start some polishing. We'll take a quick look over the paint and paint inspection. I'm not seeing a great deal. The car is in good shape, it was clean. It looks like someone's been there before with some sort of polishing. The fact that it's not covered in swirls and abrasions, and also there are some light holograms, buffer trails from machine polishing, but also polish residue left in the cracks and crevices. By now I really should have learnt what this colour is called. It is on email, I'll report back soon. So really, I haven't found a great deal wrong. As I say, light buffer trailing in places, light swirling, general haze, but for a minor paint correction. The worst areas in the car are the actual carbon fibre additional sections. Hazy, very hazy, flat. There's a lot of clarity there lost because of the buffer trails from factory. Not necessarily BMW, but the factory that installed and supply this additional kit. Also, worth pointing out that, okay, M3, it's like a medium to large car, a standard 3 Series if you will. But a standard 3 Series doesn't have the additional splitters and diffusers, and it's amazing actually how much extra work this entails, how much more is required. Holograms, buffer trails. So you've got to make sure really you're catering for that at the time of quotation. This is a really funky metallic. There's a lot going on there. A really nice colour. BMW, I wish you would do this more often. I know it's an individual colour. It's very nice. Behind the gloss black mirror for the base plate, the rubber there, chalkiness, white polish residue. On the tops of the handles, in the cracks and crevices, there's polish residue. More noticeable here. On the bottom section of the PPF here on the rear quarter. Another area to be careful of are the lettering. The lettering on the M Performance badge here. The M is lifted already. I can avoid that with the polishing, not a problem, for fear of making that worse, but come the time we need to coat this, it's sort of going backwards and forwards a few times, so I need to speak to the customer what they want to do about that. Gloss black pillars, saw a little bit of these earlier on in the beginning footage. Very light machine holograms here, the back end, bottom corner there, that can be from when the vehicle was new. Most new car preps for the plastics, I would expect to find buffer trails. Top of the rear bumper, the rear deck there, a common area for marks and scratches to have been induced. There's a rub mark here as well. Something's been backwards and forwards in that direction. There, carbon fibre spoiler, same as the rest of the carbon fibre, lacking clarity because of the haze on top. Nasty scratch on the near side B pillars, should come out. It's actually pretty light, it just looks pretty bad. Some more residue clumped up in the handle there. Polish residue on the rubbers. Inside the door shuts. Residue. And again, the rubber behind the gloss black base plate for the mirror, looking pretty naff there. And then the roof, I'm going to start up here, nice and easy. I'm going to kitten up the Rupes 21 microfiber cutting pad, Cartex 3000 cut. Shouldn't take much work at all. But before that, I'm going to mask up some areas, the exposed vulnerable rubbers, etc. And then report back to the customer to give my initial early findings. One more area to show you which I forgot to point out, the back end. But also if I'm a bit low, lack of energy, or not motivated, there is a lack of energy. I'm pretty shattered today and having to have the camera on standby as well. Adds to the timescales, but I'm going to take it steady today, get the bulk of the big areas done complete, rest well, early night, start fresh tomorrow. But yeah, I've just been around the car with a few things on a video from WhatsApp for the customer to point out some of the areas. But this, the rear diffuser, this to me isn't right. This isn't a BMW factory finish. Look how loose that is. I can't see. I haven't fully investigated that yet without sending the car all the way up. But maybe there's something we can do to tighten that up a bit, because that's very loose. May not appear that great on camera, but we've just done a 50-50 on the spoiler. So the haze as well goes across, sharp. This does need refining, so it is a bit bloomy, but certainly you can see the difference in cut and sharp, but before rotary buffer trails and haze, and after random orbital micromarring, but also sharper, ready for refining. The time is 5:30 Monday. I have completed the roof. Very nice. I've been over the bonnet. The big 5 or 6 inch pad worked, and then 3 inch for the intricacies, edges, and even the hybrid came out on the sides of the bonnet here. The 3 inch doesn't quite sort of sit, it's very concave. 3 inch there, no problem. But then the 1 inch hybrid comes out. Same as this lip, same as 1 or 2 bits here with the hybrid in these top corners. Wing is done, door is done, mirror has been done. Finger polish around the base underneath and hybrid around there as I can. Across and up over the top. Just awesome colour. Purple silk is the colour, by the way. The light clusters, you've got the haze, we saw that again before. But this is the near side. And the offside has been cut, so improvements there, but not perfect again at the minute because it's yet to be refined, so there's damage induced from my part. I think for the rest of the night I might just hit this top deck, finish the spoiler, hit the top deck, finish the spoiler, tape the spoiler to protect that once I polish this bulk, and then that'll be about 6 o'clock for day 1, fine. Early night, get back, shower, tea, massively behind on inquiries and emails, so if you've reached out, it's maybe even taken me 2 weeks to get back to some people, so apologies there. And then an early night to finish the cutting tomorrow, get some refining done maybe tomorrow night, Wednesday into Thursday. Near side complete, still got the side skirt to do, wing mirror is done, still got the gloss black to do on the bumper. Initial inspection, it's again on par with the rest of the car, it's pretty good. There are swirls and bits of mar in here, buffer trails and the rotary polishing. But here, boom, deep scratch, but then introduce the light, there's a lot of hologramming and abrasion over the top of that from somebody, somewhere, having a go at removing that. In the process of removing it, or trying to remove it, as you can see, they made it worse. So, do what I can there. You can almost get a nail to it, you can almost feel that, so it may be a little bit too deep. Moments later, the lower splitter there, a lot sharper, will be better again after the refining still. Some finger polishing work in the inaccessible areas underneath, in here, up this side, if you put the light in there. Before that was a bit cruddy. Got the top deck to do there, saw that earlier. But the side, I am going to leave it there. It's a minor correction, I could take that further, but it's very much reduced from where it was. The fact that somebody's had a go at it already, yeah, leaving it at that. PM, that's the end of day 2 on the M3. Cutting complete. The gloss black B pillars, they've been cut, polished and refined. Engine bay has been dressed at this point, and the exterior paintwork, the adjacent panels around the engine have been wiped. The reason I did the engine bay at this point is if the paintwork has been refined and it's ready for coatings, there's a high chance of you at that point during the engine bay dressing somehow marring the exterior panels, the wings, the bumper, and so on. So it's done now because the refining is yet to happen. So in the morning, I'm going to give it all a damn good blow down. I'm going to load the refining pads. Probably going to go with the yellow Rupes pad. Cartex 9000 final finish. Get the refining done and then think about using primer, which is Modesta's pre-coating polish primer system. Could use that as the refiner. I'll experiment tomorrow. 76,800 subscribers. Thank you guys again. It's a spag bowl for me tonight and another evening on the emails. Good morning, Wednesday. Sent the owner of the vehicle a 4-minute 6-second video across on WhatsApp last night, updating them on the progress. Morning Jim, you're smashing it, the car's looking really, really good. As my brother has said, how much sharper can the car get to our untrained eyes? Well, let me show you. So again, this is the car in its cut, raw shape. The cutting has been delivered, but the paint actually, there's still a lot to get out of this. There's still going to be hazy areas and defects from the machine polishing. I have delivered a test polish combination this morning using some of these products, not the banana. And yeah, I'm pleased with the results. The bloomy haze around the center and around the peripheral of the light, the white washed out. This is the offside near side rear door. Watch as I go across to the near side front door. Bloomy white haze, that is micromarine induced from the polishing. Look how sharp that is now. A lot sharper. Cut, washed out, defect free on the most part, but got micromarine. So this is a finish that I'm happy with. This is the finish I wanted to get on the rest of the car now. All I've done is just the big 5-inch section on the door. That is at the end of the polishing cycle, and this is still midway through. So you can clearly see how much improvements there are, even to the untrained eye. With that said, it's now time to look at the interior. That's a nice touch. Ooh. That's very well engineered. Obviously a very clean place to be. There are some smudges and abrasions in the driver's bolster there that need sorting. Considering the seats are white, there's not a huge amount of visible dirt, but there are areas that are ready to be improved. Very difficult to pick up on camera. Still got the protective film over the, but most people don't even know that's there. So a very gentle clean for the white, for the leather, a wipe down for the rest of the surfaces, console, door cards, dashboard, and then leather protection. polishing done. Blow it all down and buff it all off. For the rest of the night I'm going to try and do the toothpickery. Toothpickery and the door shuts and the sills. Get them dust free. Coatings in the morning. Modesta's BC-04 ceramic coating. It's a wet application. Spritzing the panel with distilled water before the applicator goes down and the coating. That is the catalyst to the chemical reaction, the bonds to the paint. It's going to take me just over an hour. It's nearly 10:30 a.m. Thursday. With the ceramic finished, the curing lamps need to go onto the car, which at that point with the curing process, which would take 2.5 to 3 hours, the wheels will be coated, the calipers coated, the exhausts polished and coated. And we're about, wheels and calipers, BC-04 exhausts, M1 shot, which is a very final wipe down before the car is collected next week sometime. BC-04 application complete, and it's now a curing time, infrared curing lamps on the surface to get the panels to temperature. We're aiming for between 55 and 60. This hasn't been down long, so it's still working up to that. 55 and 60 degrees Celsius for about 10-12 minutes. Panel temperature currently, without the lamps, is a mere 13. But the wheels have now been coated inside out, as well as the calipers. The calipers had the last of the BC-04 that was in the bottle. So I've got the exhausts to do, got the glass to do. The custom has requested glass coating as well. The interior has had its leather protection applied, Gion's leather shield. So we're almost there. The next couple of hours for me, 2.5 hours, is the curing process. I can now rub off wheels and calipers and BC-04. Exhaust, glass, fabric still, and then M1 shot. Registration surround from the front end. Polish residue on the pretty much entire peripheral. Yep. Easy done with a textured magic sponge and a spritz of APC. By the way, as much as I can find of the equipment, chemicals, kit and products I use are in the video description below. Some have discount codes to my affiliate partners within my suppliership, and then some on Amazon. Of all the cars that have been and gone through the doors here at WhiteDetails recently, this really is one that I do want to see outside in the sunshine. However, it's autumn. It is today the 15th of October. I could stay late and get this wrapped up and finished tonight. I've got the exterior glass coating for the sides and the rear to apply. I'll clean the glass after that and still got the exhaust and the final wipe down. But that is going to wait now until tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. It's mostly a day off. I will be helping my mum and stepdad move in house. They've just moved to a new location. Congratulations again, guys. Do 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 do. Exhausts cleansed and coated, tyres to go. That's about it. If you love a good smelling product, oh, you could just Enzo's Orbit tyre dressing. This once upon a time was a coating applicator, but hey. One of the things I like about this job the most is the fact that the owner isn't even the owner yet. It's essentially licensed to me. I've got the paperwork, I've got the 2 vehicle keys, and they've only seen the vehicle once on a rainy day with a car outside the dealership. So can you imagine? This is the first impression, this is the customer's first proper falling in love with the car, having spent, I don't know, a low mileage M3, 35, 40 grand on the car, and this is his take home. This is how it should be every time. Very exciting for the chap. I'm actually a light short, the Scan Grip lights. I've left a multi-match, Scan Grip multi-match charger behind at one of the 2 Me to You episodes that I've done. So I have to make do with what I've got. I haven't seen outside. Hopefully get some sunshine, see it outside, get the after footage. So to recap, it has been a 2-stage minor paint correction detail with Modesta BC-04 ceramic paint protection for the paint and the calipers as it happens. Wheels off work to be treated inside and out, and again with the calipers being coated. Interior, it wasn't too bad to begin with. There were signs of dirt in the obvious areas. It was a kind of well prepped car for a dealership sale. Customer request for glass coatings down the sides and the rear, leather protection, that's about it. Very nice. Consider dropping a like if you've enjoyed this content, subscribe if you're not already on the approach to 100,000 subscribers, and remember there is a free detail giveaway at 100,000 subs. Take care, stay tuned, see you soon.
looks amazing.
Absolutely amazing. Done such a good job. Thank you. Fantastic. So clean. Almost a crime to leave it outside.